Live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm not going live on Amazon right now, but I'm here to talk about a couple of important things, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Eve. I'm here to talk about a couple important things which are really important to me. And the first thing is when you go to the grocery store, right? Everybody's using these sort of cotton bags and recycling bags. But what really concerns me are these bags over here. These are all single use plastic bags that we do not have to use. We don't have to put our groceries in there. We can use these bags. There's so many amazing recyclable bags that we can put our fruits and vegetables in. These types of single-use plastic bags will stay in our environment for years, millions of years. This is not what we want. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're vegan or not. Like, is this the kind of world we want to leave to our children and grandchildren? I mean, where we have nanoplastics all over our water stream. So we have a very toxic climate change going on right now. And if we don't look after our planet, who will? I mean, we are an endangered species. It's the fact, right? And how much longer does it take to put your apples and most of your fruits and vegetables in something like this? You can just tie it right up, and away you go. Look at that. Millions and millions of bags are being put into our landfills every day all over the world. And this is the weird thing. Most of the places have bans on plastic bags, but they don't use the right ban. They should ban these bags, not these ones. Yes, we're using these ones, but we need to start using getting use of single-use plastic everywhere, because it hurts us. It hurts the animal kingdom, hurts people in the oceans, all the animals. So please, please, please. You know what? And the best way to do it is set an example. Next time you go to the grocery store, I was there and somebody started asking me, wow, these are really cool bags. Where did you get them? And I explained that you can buy them right there. I'm going to actually write a letter on LinkedIn to the president of the supermarket and say, listen, I want to encourage people to use these types of bags. Like, what's the point of using millions and millions of plastic single use every day? That's what happens all over the world. We can do a much better job if we demand it, if we expect it, right? We don't have to put up with this. So set an example. And that's why I'm here. I want to let you know, please set an example. It reminds me of many years ago, I was in Cambodia. And you know what? We came off the tour bus and there was a beautiful Buddhist monk. He was just praying in silence. And by that time, everybody was because Cambodia is a poor country and everybody's constantly asking you for money, that people sort of ignored the Zen master. And I noticed him and the peace and the calm that he brought. And I gave a small donation. And a lot of people on the bus noticed that, and they came and they noticed him and they gave something as well. And that's what I mean when you set an example. People will notice. When I'm in the grocery store and I'm using these bags and I'm not using these ones, and I'm encouraging other people to get away from single-use plastic, people notice. Even if it's one person at a time, every little bit helps. Every single little bit helps. Right? So that's what I'm here to say. We can make a difference. And I also want to try out my funniest line for some vegan humor that I'm going to be doing some stand up. And you let me know if this is funny or not. Let's see. Eve wrote, they charge 20 pence for their own bags here in the UK, but they also sell cotton ones. That's perfect, right? We want to encourage people to get away from the single-use plastic mentality. But here's my line. I've been waiting to do some vegan humor, and I was like, hey, this is very interesting. People always ask me, what's the hardest part about being vegan? And they always think, hey, do you miss the meat? Do you miss all that meat? And for me, I say, no, not at all. The hardest part is for me understanding the fact that 80% of vegans are women. Can you imagine? Like, if vegan was a club or a bar and there was 80% women in there, it'd be like a lineup out the door. Wouldn't there? Like, that is crazy, right? So I'm telling you, if you're single, and if you're not single, even, who knows, get, go vegan. That's the way. So that's about it. Thank you, Eve, for your information. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate the bunch of people on Facebook today, on YouTube. So, guys, make your voice heard. Be an example, be an inspiration. And that's what I intend to do. I'm moving to Ubud, Bali, Eve, just to let you know. And the reason I'm moving to Ubud is the mecca for vegan plant-based people. It's like everybody who's vegan plant-based is heading there. It's amazing to find that sense of community, because even if you go to a restaurant that serves regular food and vegan food, like, there's still going to be some cross-contamination, right? Potentially. And I love going to a place where everybody has a similar mindset, that we know we can do better for ourselves, for the planet, for future generations, right? We know we can. So I encourage you, anybody out there, to come out to Bali, come visit me if you're going to come out there. I'm going to be in Ubud. That's sort of spiritual, vegan, plant-based heartland, where it's away from the beaches and the waterfalls, but it's very surreal. I love it, and I'm going to be there from November till April. And I encourage you to go where your heart tells you to go, right? You're never wrong. Look inside of yourself, right? You can read all these books, you can listen to all these people, but the answers you seek are inside of you. Peace out.